Picture this, it's the day after New Year's, you have a bit of a holiday headache, you might be recovering from too much family, partying, or just the right amount of delicious food. You may have already broken a New Year's resolution or two before the year has even started. So, how would you spend some quality time? Bingo, that's it, you'll be starting off the new year with your NCIS fam. Firstly, has it already been 2 decades since NCIS? Whoa, happy 20th season, NCIS family! It has been a very long ride, especially since there have been nearly 1,000 episodes aired in these 2 decades of television, so what's been the secret to their success? They have a fairly simple formula they've been exploiting to their advantage for many years. Every episode has a crime of the week. Each season has 2 or 3 character drama narratives. Every few seasons there's a new big bad, they tease their entry, then they have a big reveal. One thing that has really helped the show is their ability to replace characters where needed, because now, almost none of the original cast is still in the show. Not to forget, the NCIS team revolves around naval forces, and the Navy has all the arms, planes, big ships, and marines, so in NCIS you can obviously have submarines, but you can also have jet fighters, helicopters, and aircraft carriers too, and maybe even the USS Arizona. That gives the directors a new toy to bring into play whenever they need to make it more thrilling. Not just that, you can also have small-scale human drama like McGee's sister and her student friends, Gibbs's daughter and her childhood friend, and so on. This gives you many possibilities to work with, a little mix and match by CBS, and boom, you have over 1,000 episodes airing on television. Up next, how much longer will NCIS Yvonne's have to wait until the show returns in 2023? The phenomenal Police Investigators TV show announced its winter break after the 5th December episode, and now it's barely been a week since the show's break, and the fans are already missing the thrilling experience of the show. As NCIS has been on CBS for almost 2 decades, the fans can relate to every part of it, from the childhood activities between Katrina Law's character Knight and her sister on NCIS to Callen once again being busy with his own thing. So as the internet is full of questions regarding the show's return, you're lucky if you're an NCIS fan, because the directors have reported this winter break to be short. Yes, NCIS fans, you'll be welcoming this new year, 2023, with NCIS. The series is fixed to make its return on Monday, January 2nd, 2023. Not only that, there's better news, as the 2nd January episode will be different from the regular ones. The showmakers had decided to make a grand entry in 2023 with a 3-hour-long crossover franchise involving favorite stars from all the NCIS shows. Moving on, what can we expect from this crossover? This will be the first time the NCIS series has been divided into 3 segments in one night, so it'll be a lot more interesting than we can imagine. According to CBS, in the crossover episode, your beloved special agents will travel to Washington to celebrate the retirement party of a famous federal law enforcement training center FLETC professor. However, upon reaching, the crew would find that the professor had ended his life and they'd have to stay there for investigation. Work at a party sounds very NCIS-ish. During the investigation, the special agents came across the fact that the professor was dealing with something more than what was visible, so as his ex-students, they tagged the case personally and started the inquiry. After many struggling investigations, the special agents discover some disturbing stuff about the professor's past. Also, circumstances grow even more intense when the special agents become victimized by a hitman. Yikes, as Shaggy would say. Unfortunately, some of them even get abducted, and the ones left are the only people that can save the kidnapped. Now, to find out who gets kidnapped and who's left to save everyone, stay tuned to the CBS channel on January 2nd, 2023. Now that we've mentioned how NCIS will be making a comeback in 2023, let's look at whether our beloved agents would be included just as much. First off, is Kensi leaving NCIS Los Angeles? Calm down everyone and take deep breaths. Kensi is not leaving NCIS Los Angeles anytime soon. In fact, it's the opposite. Daniela Ruah, who plays Kensi, has been spending time both in front of and behind the camera as a director, multitasking queen indeed. Recently, Daniela spoke to TV Line about her and Kensi's on-screen husband's absences, where she explained that every cast member has to stay out for 4 episodes in a season now. Basically, in the beginning, it's like, oh, Rosa went to meet her grandparents back home as a justification for her absence, but that's essentially when there are going to be episodes where some characters are simply not present. So for fans who are worried that certain characters' absences meant they were leaving the show, never fear, it looks like we'll just need to get used to not seeing our favorites all the time. Let's give you guys some hope while we're at it. Daniela hinted that the crossover episode wouldn't leave any cast member member behind, and fans can look forward to more episodes directed by Ruah in the future. Up next, what has been keeping Daniela Ruah so busy? Ruah is a busy woman, emphasis on busy. From playing Kensi in NCIS Los Angeles to sitting in the director's chair for a few episodes, Ruah enjoys working on a larger spectrum, and not only that, she's an Instagrammer too, with all her projects being on full display there. The NCIS LA star had taken it to social media to share her pride in a separate project coming to the cinema, as soon as she juggled work both on and away from the long-running series. You know it. Instagram was her first public platform where she shared her excitement at the release of her new Portuguese-speaking project, Os Vivos, o Morto e o Pix Frito, which translates to The Living, the Dead, and the Fried Fish. The movie is supposedly a pure exercise in freedom and fiction, where the original author gives voice to the Africans who live and have lived in Portugal in an airy and dignified way, and it is director Dani that brings this to life. She's the lovable Kensi for many fans, but she's also no stranger to lending her talents behind the scenes. Ruah shared her joy as she captioned alongside a trailer for the new movie, "The second project I ever directed is airing soon in Portugal, and I can finally share the trailer," to the dismay of many Ruah stans. The director herself doesn't star in the movie, but the cast boasts the likes of Igor Regala, Danielle Martino, Soraya Tavares, Mina Andala, Mauro Erminio, and Matamba Joaquim, among others. Not to mention, Daniela Ruah's shift in roles earned her a whole lot of praise from co-stars and fans alike. Needless to say, it didn't take long for Ruah's fans to congratulate her as she shares the switch between roles, including some words of support from a few familiar faces. Her co-star, Medallion Rahimi, who plays Fatima in the CBS series, was completely heart-eyed as she expressed her enthusiasm by commenting, quote, "This looks incredible. Can't wait to see it." Her fans were delighted just as much as they sent well wishes and congratulated the talented star, or as some fans refer to her now, director Dani. Her film in Portuguese also impacted those beginner Portuguese speakers who want to learn the language, so Dani has received extensive gratitude from all around the world. Moving back to her Kensi life on January 2nd, she'll be joined by the likes of NCIS's Nick Torres and NCIS Hawai'i's Jane Tennant and Jessica Knight. Whatever drama the crossover brings, it's going to be an unmissable affair for NCIS fans everywhere. Finally, are the fans of NCIS looking forward to, or are they dreading the upcoming three-way crossover? It all comes down to the viewers. The buck starts with them, so it's pretty important to know if they are willing to fish out the buck from their wallets. For this crossover though, there has been a pool of reactions. Some have been wanting this for the longest time, whereas some netizens have already deemed this crossover as a jump the shark moment. Many users pointed out that they have no idea how they're going to make this work because not everyone has even seen these three series. And as much as that reason may be valid, the entire point of a crossover event like this is to help draw viewers from one series to experience and hopefully become fans of the other shows as well. From the sound of it, whether or not fans are excited about the three-series event depends largely on their enjoyment of each show in its current form. So that's a wrap for this video, my friends. What do you think about the crossover? Think it's worth sitting down for 3 hours? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Until next time, see you soon!